The Farm at Lane's End, Chapter 16. Keywords and phrases. Inseparable means always together, impossible to separate. Out of the blue. This is when something unexpectedly happens. He arrived unexpectedly. He arrived out of the blue. Nosy. Being nosy is a very negative word. It means being too curious in a very bad way. The lady was very nosy. She wanted to know all about my private life. To keep in touch means to stay in contact. Let's keep in touch. We'll phone every now and again. In this neck of the woods means this area. What's happening in this neck of the woods? Or what's happening in your neck of the woods? There is more than meets the eye means there is more to this story than is obvious. To take one's leave. This means to politely leave. To drift apart means to gradually separate or lose contact. And now the story so far. In chapter 15, a surprise visitor arrived out of the blue. Farmer Ken, Jean and Dave were having dinner. Jean was overjoyed, and Farmer Ken was very, very happy too. And Dave was happy because his parents were happy. And so the story continues. Farmer Ken introduces Colin Beasley to Dave. Years ago, Ken, Jean and Colin had been inseparable friends. Together they'd had a wonderful time. Parties, camping holidays around Europe, trips to the seaside, long evenings and late nights discussing the meaning of life, listening to music, talking about books they had read, and many other things too. Then one October things changed. Colin went up to Cambridge to study law. The three friends promised to keep in touch, but soon the friends drifted apart. Ken married Jean, and soon after graduating, Colin became a lawyer in London. Farmer Ken, Jean and Dave were curious. They wanted to know more. So what brings you back to this neck of the woods, Colin? 2 weeks ago, Bill Guthrie, the mayor of Tootenhoe, called me. He had some legal problems. So, being old school friends, I promised I would come down and talk to him. So here I am. And I must say, things haven't changed at all. I don't mean to be nosy, Colin, but what is Bill Guthrie's legal problem? I can't tell you, Jean. I haven't seen Bill yet. We're meeting tomorrow. Then you'll spill the beans, Colin. You certainly haven't changed, Jean. You're still as nosy as ever. So tell us about London, Colin. You must have an interesting life. Yes, Ken. Life is both interesting and hard. Being a lawyer is very hard work. But you must tell me about life on the farm. I see you have a new helicopter and I always believed that you were as poor as a church mouse. How wrong I was. There's much more to farming than simply meets the eye. The old friends then chat until late in the night. Old times, friends in common, the parties they used to have, their camping holidays across Europe, and of course, gossip from long, long ago. At about 2 in the morning, Colin goes back to where he is staying. The old friends promise to stay in touch. But will they? Let's wait and see. And now, here are some questions. When did the friends drift apart? Where did Colin go to university? What did Colin study at university? Where did Colin become a lawyer? Is Jean very nosy? What did the old friends do together when they were young? Is Bill Guthrie the mayor of Tootenhoe? What is Bill Guthrie's legal problem? What time did Colin leave? And that's all for now. Good luck with the questions. See you next week. Bye-bye for now.